Hey, I'm Sleepless, and unfortunately for you, I have had an idea. See, a few days ago, I had a stream where I was doing monkey business, right? Monkey content only. Fighters are going to touch gloves, and let's see if Blue can keep the momentum. Fair trade. Red is taking control this time. Looks like he had a big break, but Blue switches it up. Puts him in the corner, but it's kicked back. Red now taking full control of the fight. Blue is attempting to fight back. Another roundhouse kick. He's going to the ropes. You heard that right. Just
monkeys.
All right, monkey this, monkey that, monkey see, monkey do. All right, I throw poo at you. So during the stream, I started making monkey anime scenes, right? Where it's like gorillas in like a photo that would look like it would go in like the credits of an anime. I thought that was really funny. I said, well, hell, monkeys are funny on stream. Monkey be funny in YouTube video, right? So I decided today I was going to do the same thing, but for a YouTube video. And then the worst possible thing happened. I had a better idea. I started looking up images I could do besides apes. Because, like, come on. I was looking up monkeys for 4 hours, right? All right? There's only so many times I can stare at the same orangutan. And it dawned on me. Paul Rudd.
Hey, look at us.
Who doesn't like Paul Rudd, right? Who doesn't like him? He's the Ant-Man. He's Paul Rudd. So I decided I'm going to take Paul Rudd, images of him, and put him in as many scenes as I can. I'm going to put him in as many scenes as I can. I'm going to put Paul Rudd, next to the president, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an animator, and I don't know how to animate things, but I can pretend to know how to do things and do things. So anyway, that's the plan today. I'm going to be putting Paul Rudd in places Paul Rudd shouldn't be. Let's get Rudd.
The weather outside is weather.
All right. First thing we have to do is get an image we want to use to put Paul Rudd into. Anime background. Make that the background. Oh, heck yeah. This is looking good already. Probably because I haven't touched it. Now we need Paul Rudd. Let's see. Oh, so many good Pauls. How do I choose? It's perfect. Okay, now we need to figure out where does Paul Rudd blend best in this image. Over here. Maybe at the end of the street. Standing there. This is Ant-Man, right? So he needs to be teeny tiny. Oh my god. Why didn't I think of this sooner? Now where would I be if I was a teeny tiny Paul Rudd? It's perfect. Whoa, where'd he go? Can you find him? I sure can't. Bing, 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 bing. There he is, Mr. Rudd himself. Paul. Paul. There. Paul, get out of the street. Ant-Man, you don't belong in the street. Rudd. Okay. Listen, we're goofing. We had our fun. Now it's time to get serious, okay? We're putting Paul Rudd in real situations, okay? There could be catastrophic... What's the word for consequences? There could be catastrophic consequences. Creating an image too realistic here. Presidential inauguration. Is that how you spell it? What I'm thinking is a very simple Rudd and slip is what I like to call it. We're going to take an image of Paul Rudd and just slide him like halfway in. Maybe get him in a suit. So let's see what kind of image we can get. He needs to look like he belongs. And there you have it. It was so simple. This is Paul Rudd at the presidential inauguration. As you can see, he was filling in as a bodyguard. It's very strange for actors to be bodyguards on some occasions, but it does happen. So this is just a great moment caught in history of Paul Rudd doing a rare fill-in for a bodyguard. Let's go find some more rare photos of Mr. Rudd. Here is a great one. Very few people know that Paul Rudd is a huge Drake fan, and he was just at Drake's performance in Phoenix like a few weeks ago, Drake brought him on stage. Look at Paul breaking it down. I hope I can call him Paul. I feel like I'm close to him enough in my mind that I can make that connection. He's absolutely busting it down, dude. They got the red lights on him. Security's keeping the crowds back because they can't control themselves. I'm confident that Drake gave him the mic and they probably dropped a few bars together. I mean, dude, it would have been just an absolute ball. Dude, just two friends. Two people who are friends who do stuff together, you know, that friends do. Like, you know, they go out to the bars, they tell secrets, you know, other stuff that best friends do. You know, they go to the movies and they do the movie game where you both sit on opposite sides of the theater. That was when I had a friend, that was my favorite game that we played. He'd get the really nice seats in the middle. He was such a cool guy. He'd be so quick. He'd get the nice seats in the middle before me, and then he'd say, "Oh, Sleepless, you got to go to the front. You know how the game works." And then I would go to the front, and it'd be because I lost the game, I'd have to go get him popcorn, and I'd pay for the tickets. I lost all the time, man. So this is a really great under-the-radar isekai anime that Paul Rudd starred in, where he goes to bed in his house, you know, where he lives with his 3 female cousins, and he wakes up in another world, but his 3 female cousins are part of that world, and, you know, he doesn't know they're his cousins, and they have these really big, huge... Okay, here's one I guarantee you missed. Paul Rudd was also a cameo feature in Avengers Endgame. You can see how everybody here is gathered round to fight Thanos and his army of the dead. What you probably didn't notice is that they actually put Paul Rudd in the movie. Right down here, Paul is running on this like broken building, and he's getting ready to join the fight. Yeah, a lot of people didn't notice that in the movie, but he actually was part of Avengers Endgame. In case you didn't believe me that Paul Rudd was in Avengers Endgame, you thought like I faked like the last one. Here's Paul at the last scene at the end of Avengers Endgame, eating a cup of noodles at the hot dog place that the rest of them are eating at. So I mean, it's so glaringly obvious that he's in the movie. I don't know why everyone fights me on this. Adam Sandler was also in Avengers, but he had a much smaller role. He was part of the initial stampede. You didn't see him at any other point. It's like they forgot to film more scenes with him. Does Paul Rudd like Adam Sandler? Question mark. In Funny People, there is a scene where Adam Sandler gets asked if he wants to do a bromance movie with Paul Rudd. He rejects it. In the same year in real life, Paul Rudd actually releases a movie called I Love You Man, which starred Jason Segel in Steph of Adam. Oh, Adam didn't want to work with Paul Rudd. He was probably too busy writing the complex plot of Grown Ups.
I'm gonna put 9 of my best friends in a movie. It's gonna be funny.
What other images of Adam Sandler can we get? Adam Sandler, but K-pop. How do we K-popify Adam Sandler? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Okay, I wanted to K-popify Adam Sandler, but I don't know how to do that. I don't have the skill set to do that. So instead I found what I'm assuming is an image of a K-pop group. And then I found Adam with the closest matching outfit and just put him awkwardly beside them. He doesn't even look remotely like he's a part of this image. But nah, there you go. Adam Sandler gets K-popified. You're welcome. I just, wanted to do something funny. I thought it'd be a little goofball, a silly guy if I tried to make some images with Mr. Rudd himself. But I don't really know how to do that. I lied to you. I'm a fake. I'm a phony. You feel free to hate me, but I don't have an excuse.